Pisces, this is going to be a general message for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you are doing well. Let's see what is coming through for the group of Pisces that I'm reading for today. Again, this is for anyone with prominent Pisces energy in your birth chart. So you could have a Pisces sun, moon, or rising sign. You could also have a lot of activity in your 12th house or have a stellium in the sign of Pisces. Let's see what's coming through, please. Pisces, what are the messages for Pisces today? So as I was meditating on your energy, I saw a few things. So one, it was a little bit hard to connect with you. I just felt like you were a little far away or nowhere to be found until I heard wake up really loudly. So yeah, wake up. I don't know if you've been sleeping a lot, which is not unusual for the Pisces. Maybe you've just been in, far off lands in your head. But yeah, wake up. And then there was like, everything was a little hazy. There was a filter. Everything had a filter of yellow as well. I am doing this reading during Gemini season, so I don't know if that's why I was picking up on the yellow, but you were in yellow. You were not you as in like dressed in yellow. I didn't see a person. I was sort of just seeing things from your perspective as though I was seeing through your eyes. But everything had a hazy hue of yellow. So you were inside yellow. You were inside a yellow haze. All right. You also have the card of the ring. And you got another card, which is the one. So the ring and the one. This is from the Wild Unknown Archetype deck. It just seems as though with the channeling I got about you being in a yellow haze, there could be an element of you not seeing something very clearly. All right. So there is a veil or a filter covering something up. There is no clarity at this time. So however that looks for you, whatever that means for you, something is definitely unclear. All right. So I don't know if you are coming across unclear or if you're in a situation that is not very clear to you. But definitely start asking the questions. Definitely wake up. Something is telling you to wake up. So I don't know how long you've been in this state, but it's like, okay, if you don't open your eyes and look at this, and try to get the truth of this or try to get some clarity around this, I don't know what could happen, right? Like you may miss out on an opportunity or, you may, I guess, make matters worse in a way. Right. So something is saying, wake up, take care of this situation. It also feels very like, what is this? Like pleasantries. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you are socializing or you're around a group of people or something like that. You just like don't want to be there or you're fake smiling. And not say that's a bad thing. I mean, I'm an introvert. So when I do have to be around people or in a social gathering, I'd rather not be. But if I have to, it's just that like pleasantries, like, hi, how are you doing? Like everything's good, blah, blah, blah. Like, so it's like, okay, like, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? It feels a little bit like that. So maybe you have an event to go to, or you have to be around people at this time that you really don't care for. Right. And so it's just coming off as like, I don't want to be here or something like that. So I don't know what that's about. But I do feel somebody is going through that type of situation. But let's get into a little bit more depth here with the ring and the one. Obviously, the ring is, in this deck, it does have to do with a connection. Okay, so there could be a relationship, another person in mind. But what I'm also feeling is that I don't think you realize everything about this person or this connection. This person is coming through as the ring and I don't think you see it. All right. So the ring being devotion, promise, right? Something that is like loyal, like that type of feeling when I'm tapping into the ring. It's like a ring, a promise ring, or like declaring love, declaring devotion, declaring attraction, or something like that. Somebody giving themselves to you, somebody giving their heart to you, somebody promising something to you. And I don't know, for some of you, whoever you're dealing with, I just feel like they're a good match, a good possibility, prospect, or the one that you've been waiting for, or something like that. And I don't want to romanticize this situation so much. I don't know what other cards are going to come through. So that's why I'm hesitating a little bit, because obviously if you put the ring and the one together, and you are definitely in a relationship or you're talking to somebody, of course, somebody can get their hopes up and be like, oh my God, this is the one. And for some of you, that may be the case. I just don't want to lead you on. And I don't know why I'm feeling like that. Maybe somebody is feeling like that you're connecting with. Maybe they are feeling like they don't want to lead you on, or you are feeling like you don't want to lead them on, something like that. But you're so hazy, or things are so hazy, things are unclear, things are uncertain, that you can't see the situation for what it is. And I think that it's more than you think. This connection can turn out to be more than you expected. You can get, if this is like a business partnership or something like that, you can get more out of this partnership than you thought. All right. So there's an element of you had an expectation, and the result of it is more than what you expected, like I just said. And be careful with expectations, right? It's easier said than done, I know, but what they say about expectations, right? Like it causes disappointment, So just be open. More than anything, your job at this time, I think, is to just wake up, open your eyes, get clear about your situation, take off the rose tinted glasses, or in this case, the yellow tinted glasses. And as we say yellow, I don't know if you can see that, but the Empress comes through at the bottom of the deck with the yellow hue in the back. Yellow is not a negative color. Obviously, it is very vibrant, and it's vitality. There is sociability, communication, intellect, all those things that come through with the yellow, but it's very positive. So this is a good thing that you are in this yellow haze. But just want to, if you need to get clear about something, then get clear about it. All right. What is coming through for the Pisces? Please start off with your personal energy. And I'm sure we are going to get more insight about this connection here with the ring. The one also talks about how we are all one with the universe, or one with nature, one with each other, right? The macro and the micro, as above, so below. And so maybe some of you are waking up to that concept as well. Two people coming together to unite and come together as one in this case. In your personal energy, the first card out is the Two of Wands. So you have a decision to make. Whether you made that decision or not, the decision is of focus. Ooh, okay. The Hierophant. This has to do with a belief system. This has to do with something that you believe in. And it's like, no, this is who I am. I'm feeling that strongly. Like you're telling somebody, this is me. This is who I am. I have to be honest and true to myself here. You also have the Knight of Wands. So there's a lot of energy here, both two wand cards coming through in your personal energy. So you are busy. You are doing a lot. And it's just like maybe you're in this yellow haze, or things are not clear because you're moving so fast. You're doing things. You're, off to one place and then the next. There's direction involved here. But whatever it is, you're doing it because you believe in it. You are putting your foot down. You are telling somebody like, this is how things are. This is how they're supposed to be. Or even this is how I want them to be. I'm feeling this take it or leave it energy as well. Showing up really passionately. Not apologizing for who you are anymore. I don't know if you were before, but I feel the need to say anymore. So having more confidence. I think people are looking at you. People have their eye on you, or you them. But you are following your inner compass. You are in touch with your morality and what, you believe to be right versus wrong. There could be a little bit of a stubborn energy right now with you. If you're cross-watching for a Pisces, you probably feel that they are not really open to what you have to say. They've made up their mind. They have a direction. They have a goal. They have a vision. They're going that way. It's a little bit reckless. It's very spontaneous also. I don't know if you feel like this is the one, you just met somebody, or you just came across a really great opportunity or something like that, and it's you're just going for it. All right. So all feeling, all passion, not really the intellect or the realistic approach, right? The practical approach. This is more like, I feel that this is right. I feel good. This wakes me up. This makes me feel alive. This makes me feel like this is the right thing to do. There's also commitment involved here as well. And it just seems like you've made a decision to go a certain way here. All right, so let's see what's in your environment. This could be people, the situation you find yourself in. This is external to you. Coming through for the Pisces, please. It's like, this is right for you. You know what you want. And you are passionately going toward what you want. It's a big moment. It's not just some random thing. This is a goal. This is a lifelong vision that you've wanted for yourself, or that you've had for yourself. And you've made the decision to go toward it. What's in the environment for the Pisces, please? In your environment, you have the Six of Swords. Someone here is moving away from anxiety, moving away from overthinking, which is great. Someone here is moving toward calmer waters, getting out of the chaos and a lot of the movement. It's like, I'm done with the fighting. I'm done with the toxicity. I'm done with people just, coming from a superficial, egotistical, prideful place. With the games? Someone's done with the games, I'm hearing. Someone has a mouth, like someone's wordy, or like, I want to say big mouth, but it's like sharp tongue, like they're mean. So someone is going away from that toward something they love here. not without an element of sadness and loss and a little bit of regret I'm feeling. So in your environment, yeah, there's love. There's the possibility for that. If this is someone else, they are leaving a toxic situation and they see you. They see you. And you're just like this bright, shiny star. I'm taking these. This is, I don't know, what is this? Like, there's an element of needing to be truthful and clear and honest about something. We'll get to this in a little bit. But yeah, so an opportunity for connection, an opportunity for an emotional attachment of some sort. Someone is helping another heal as well. Someone is also like just having a little bit of a pity party. So I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is you or someone else, but I don't know. It just makes me feel like the past. There's a lot of talk about the past. There's a lot of talk about the pain and suffering that someone has dealt with from before. So if you're getting to know someone, maybe you're getting to know their past and their trauma, or I don't know. It feels, oh, what is this? Hold on. It feels like they want a reaction. They're looking to, and I don't know if this is you or them, but somebody here is looking for the reaction of another as they open up and share their life story or what's hurt them or where they've come from or something like that. So it's like somebody is saying and talking about it, but all the while they are observing the reaction of the other person listening. Does that make sense? And I don't know why. It could just be like, okay, was this person really into me? That's what it feels like. So it's like, if they are here, they're listening, they're showing compassion, if they are interested, if they are responsive or whatever, as I share who I am, as I open up to them or whatever, then that shows a sign of interest. What else, please, for the Pisces? So far, you have, let's move this over. I'm making a mess over here. So far, you have the Star, the Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. This is the truth. You need to tell somebody the truth of what it is that you really, really want. Why have you not spoken on it? What is this reasoning? Yeah, it feels like that, like, because you have the Star, which is hopes, dreams, wishes. You have the Seven of Cups, which is a little bit of like this fantasy illusion. Okay, so you are in this hazy fantasy place looking for the truth within this realm. Okay, so it's like I don't know how to explain it. I'm seeing anime. I'm seeing like a anime show or whatever, and it's like you know, the person goes into, or the character goes into another realm or something like that to look for the truth, right? Okay, so you are going within, you're going into your intuitive zone, or your, I don't know, like maybe some astral projecting or something like that, like spiritual work. But it's not necessarily that. It's like more your own created realm. This is like the place that you go to, okay? Your secret place, your, where you go to be alone, right? Like in your thoughts, in your mind. Anyway, so there's something about you going there to get answers, to get the truth, to get clarity. But you want to be careful, because I do feel like there is commitment involved. There is the words are coming out. Like if you're dealing with another person, there's a lot of talk around commitment and getting together, and it feels good to you. You feel like this is the one. You feel like this is what you've been waiting for. There's a little bit of romanticizing, which you love to do. But I think that the truth about this situation is that it's going to take some work. And I don't think you've thought about that. Right? So it's like the realization, the eyes open when you realize that it's not as easy as it seems. The eyes open when it's just like, what? Like I have to work for it, or like what? This is, now I have to get out of my dreamy world and step into reality and actually do something about it to make this happen. So it doesn't have to be a romantic situation, but it's something along those lines of, this feels so good. It feels like this is the right thing. But when you come back and step out of your fantasy world and you step into reality, you will need to work for it a little bit. And I don't know if you are so into that. Let's get some more information, please. What else is coming through for the Pisces? You have the Hanged Man. Here is your card. At some point, once you realize that, you know, you have to put some work in for it or whatever, I don't know if you're going to continue down that. It just does. It's like, forget it. This is not as good as I thought, or something like that. And I know that in the beginning of this reading, I said, like, whatever you expected, this thing feels better than you expected. And I think that it can be better than you expected. I mean, you literally have the star here. But not, I mean, things don't come for free. Things don't come, you know, without some work put into it. The stuff that you work for is what is worth it, you know, in the end. So something to think about there. But I just think at some point you sort of take a step back from this and start to perceive it a little bit differently. All right, you're starting to see the darkness in the situation. So whereas something was once bright and positive and exciting, it turns into this like deep psychological situation. I'm feeling like something is up with the psyche here. There's like a mental game going on of going into the depths of, into the dark of yourself. I do feel like you're fighting yourself though. Sorry. There's some mental conflict coming up. I would say that this will happen within the next 2 weeks or so from the time that you hear this reading. But regardless, there is conflict coming through and a need for transformation. This is definitely not easy as you thought it was going to be. All right. it's going to create a little bit of anxiety and crisis, I'm hearing. You have the 5 of Cups twice. You may have to deal with a perceived loss here at some point in the next 30 days. Doesn't have to be material. For some of you, it might be. If it's not a material loss, it is a loss of feeling or a change within you that you perceive to be some type of loss. And somebody is struggling here to make decisions. Whereas you started off really strong in your decision that you made, you're second guessing that decision by the middle of this whole situation. And then here is where change needs to happen, a change of plans, because this direction that you started to go on is going to bring some type of loss. Therefore, a change happens. And there's conflict within you around this change, what direction to take, what move to make. Should you let this go? Should you not? Because again, there is loss involved. I think the best route here is to identify when you are in this conflict, when you are fighting yourself, when you have like those nights where you can't sleep because you're constantly thinking about this thing. You need to make a decision. You need to know, where to go with it. Once you identify that you're there, then that's when you have to release it and let the universe take the wheel from that point, which the ring also talks about the wheel and the infinite and how everything is connected. And so if you were to step back and just allow the universe to take over from this point, right, to let go of the anxiety, I do think that the loss here is a perception. It's like, I'm hearing like it's not over, like this is not the part where the thing is over. This is the part where the course changes. Yes, like there's course correction here from the universe. But the universe is not saying that this is done and finalized. All right. It just needed to change. The direction needed to change. The path you were on needed to change in order to get the star. All right. I'm not saying that the path is going to change completely. It'll seem like that in the moment. You're going towards something. This is for you. This is the Hierophant energy of this is true to me, right? This is true to who I am. This is what I am, whatever it is. I don't know what I'm talking about because everybody is going through a different situation. So you're going toward this thing that is true. But in the course of that, down the path, there has to be a change and a course correction. So once you identify and realize that you are in a state of anxiety, that you're in a state of mental conflict, that, you feel like you're in a lose-lose situation, whatever the case is, that's when you need to realize like, okay, hold on, right? Like this is supposed to happen at this moment during this time. It seems, and I'm perceiving it to be a loss or an ending, but it's not. It's a change. It's a shift. Have faith. Let go and have faith. Let go and have faith. What else for the Pisces? Yep, you have the 9 of Swords. Here's more of that anxiety, the fear. Don't let your mind get the best of you here. You have the Ace of Cups again. Beautiful. Yeah, you have, this is also, I'm feeling a test. All right, this is the test, a test. You have the Devil on the bottom of the deck. And the universe does test us from time to time, unfortunately. But it's not only a test, actually. It's proof. It's proof in a process. So I don't know who this is for, but this is a time where the universe is proving to you that the process of letting go and having faith is, how can I say, like, foolproof, or like, anytime you let go and have faith, things work out. Anytime you let go and have faith, you'll be all right. This is, and I don't know, this is not even me telling you. This is like the universe telling you. Like, the universe wants to prove to you that if you do this, you're going to see how things work out, and they work out in a positive, like they work out like how they're supposed to work out, right? Like, this is a proof to you. I don't know what this means or who this is for, but that's how it's coming through to me. So once you notice that this thing is harder than it seemed, and you start to second guess it, and then you start to think about it in a negative way where it's all a loss, it's a lose-lose situation. You don't know how to get yourself out of it, or, you don't know how you're going to get what you want, blah, blah, blah. At this point, you let go. You have a choice. You could either have faith in the universe, trust in the universe that everything's going to work out and be okay, or you can allow your negative mind at that point to get the best of you. Because it does seem here that at some point, once you realize this perceived loss is happening, your anxiety just goes through the roof. All right? It's just all up in your head at this point. Stress, sleepless nights, anxiety, depression, guilt, feeling like everything is a threat. Just like a manic, it feels very manic type of energy. It's a lot going through your head. There again, you need to ground. You need to come back to reality. You need to bring all of that energy down into the root of your body. Go outside, walk barefoot on the grass, water your grass, go on a walk, go on a hike. And then here's that proof. All right. The Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Sun. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The sun always comes up after a long, dark night, right? Like, this is blessing. This is love. This is positivity. There's a lot of creative energy here as well. There is also fertile energy here. Some of you are actually going through like trying to have a child, get pregnant, or I don't know, but there is anxiety around birthing something, anxiety around creating something, nurturing something, bringing something to life. But it does happen, and it happens beautifully here with the Ace of Cups and the Sun. A female, feminine energy plays a role here toward the end of the month, or at the end of these 30 days. Someone who is really skilled at manifesting and bringing things to life. There is a shedding of skin here with the death and this snake coming through. At the end of this phase, something will be different. You will be different. What you are focused on right now, in 30 days, you will be focused on something different. All right, let's get more clarity, see what the Star and the Ace of Swords are about. Sorry, I heard my door opening. Okay. What am I doing? Star and Ace of Swords. All right, you have Judgment. Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt that this thing is going to, like, there's an opportunity here. You will see it. You'll be faced with it. You have the Seven of Wands. Someone has to communicate, though. I know I said that at some point. Don't forget that. Like, someone needs to tell somebody what they want. There's something to that. Like, there's a possibility of you getting what you want, but you can't if you don't communicate it, okay? So whoever that's for, someone needs to speak on it. Maybe you're just a little hesitant to do so because you feel like it's going to start an argument here with the Seven of Wands. And if people are on two different pages or don't want the same things, then they don't want the same things. But that's how you know, by opening up and talking about it. You also have the Eight of Coins here again, which is the same as this card. I don't know. Somebody just feels like, I want this so bad, but I know it's going to take work. I want this so bad, but it's going to change my life. You know, my day-to-day routine or whatever the case is going to be different or something like that. Like, it's not going to be the same. My life's going to change. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know. There's just like some sort of hesitant energy here. It's just like seeing all of the reasons why not, right? Even though this is literally your star. And this is coming along with truth here. There's no doubt about this thing. This is the truth. This is the one. What is the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles? Eight of Wands. Something will happen quickly. Six of Wands. Good, beautiful. Oh my God, the Eight of Wands and wait, no, that's not Eight of Wands. What is this? Sorry, there's no words on these cards. This is the Death card. Okay. Death. Six of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Do the thing, Pisces. Do it. Oh my God. Like, get up and do the thing. You have no idea. I said it from the beginning. This thing is better than you imagined it to be. Yes, it's going to involve some work, but what doesn't? And maybe you're Pisces that is tired of working, right? Or like, it's like you worked your whole life. Like, why do you have to work for this too? Or, you know, whatever the case is. I don't know. But, and I get it. But geez, this is better than you expected, whatever this thing is. It's intimidating though. I can feel it. I feel the intimidation. I feel this like sense of comfortability, familiarity with where you are at this time or whatever. And it's just like, like I don't want to change. I don't want to do this thing. Even though I think you know that this is a great opportunity. And if you didn't know, I'm telling you it is. All right. What is the Hanged Man and the Death card? Some of you, I'm sorry to say, will sabotage it. All right, because there is a fork in the road here. There is a moment where the universe is going to stop everything and look at you and be like, Pisces, what are you going to choose? Right? I can give you the world, but it's going to take you outside of your comfort zone. Or you can stay where you're at, nice and comfortable, but it's not the thing that you've always wanted and dreamt of. And so at this point, it's in your hands. Both options aren't so bad, though. But one does involve settling, whereas the other involves overcoming yourself, mostly. Hanged Man, please. Hanged Man and Death. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's inner conflict with yourself for sure. And there could be some conflict with people in your environment as well. Three of Swords. You're sad about leaving your life. You're sad about, for some of you, it feels like you're sad that in order for you to have this opportunity, something had to leave. You had to lose something in order for this opportunity to come to fruition, to present itself. And I don't think, for some of you, it wasn't your doing, like it wasn't your choice or whatever, you know. I think it just happened. It's that feeling of, or that concept of, if it wasn't for this thing failing, if it wasn't for this thing leaving, if it wasn't right for, because I lost this thing, I would have never had this opportunity that I have now. That could be a person, right? Like for some of you, if it wasn't for your ex breaking up with you, you wouldn't have met this person, which is the one that is your person, that is for you. Or if you didn't lose your job, right, then you wouldn't have this opportunity here. So it feels like that. So therefore, there's a little bit of sadness and regret around it. But you definitely, and yeah, it's a change. It's not what you're used to. It's not the old thing that you used to have. This one is new. So there's some integration. There's that time of integration, and that takes time. It doesn't happen from one day to the next. What is the Two of Swords and the Five of Cups? Oh my God, these cards. Two of Swords, Five of Cups. High Priestess, you know better. You know better. Get in touch with your higher self. Let your higher self come through. For some of you, stop suppressing your higher self. Ten of Wands. When you feel this conflict coming, stop everything, step back, meditate, connect. Connect with Source, the universe, God, yourself. You think that this, like I said, at this part here, you're going to think it's over. You think this thing is over. And you're just like, it was too hard. I couldn't do it. It was too much work. It was too intimidating. I didn't deserve it. That thing was too good. That person was too good for me. But that is not the case. I do feel strongly this is a perceived loss. It's not a real loss, whatever this is. There was just a bump in the road. There was a moment of like growth, realization, transformation that needed to happen in order for you to get to this beautiful energy down here of the Ace of Cups and the Sun. You feel like this connection is intimidating, and there's a lot that you have to do in order to maintain it. Here's where, instead of being conflicted in your head and going back and forth and ruminating, the universe is saying that you need to connect with yourself. Go quiet and release it. Release the overthinking, the tension, and allow yourself to open up your energy so you can receive the message from the universe, from your higher self. You have the Nine of Swords and the Mother of Wands, clarified by the Tower. Yeah, like I said, this feminine energy comes through here. It's going to play a part during a full or new moon. There's the moon cycles happening. Everything is a cycle. This whole situation does feel very phases. It's not the concrete end all be all. I'm getting that super strong. So forever who has to hear that, you think that this is over. It's not over. You have the Queen of Wands coming out to clarify the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let it go. Let it go. Let the tower crumble. Let the foundation crumble. Let this thing break. All right? It's happening for a reason. And if this is yourself, like a old way of being, like who you are, you can't say that you are a certain way anymore because you've changed or whatever. Allow that. Again, time for integration. Allow the time to let go of the past you so you can step into the new you. And there's a lot of transformation happening at this time. Pluto is at the final degrees of Capricorn. You know, it's in final retrograde in going into the last degrees of Capricorn. By the end of the year, going into 2025, like it'll never be in this place again. Okay, so a lot of us are changing, and I know that it's already happened. We are still in that integrative process of getting used to our new who we are now and getting used to the new life that we are in now. I know for a fact that if you, whoever's watching, you have gone through a major shift recently, within a year, within the past year or so. We all have in some way, some profound way. All right, what is the Ace of Cups and the Sun? The World. Yep. Beautiful. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for. Justice. Yep. This is everything you've been working for. King of Coins. Like I said, this is everything you've been working for. And then the King of Coins comes out. Just keep going. Don't hesitate. Don't doubt yourself. You're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. You will get the payoff. Okay? This will pay off in the end. You will have moments of hesitation and doubt. When you do, try your best to get out of it. And it's like, what do they say? Like that saying, just keep on, like keep trucking. Is that the saying? Keep trucking? I don't know. But it's like, keep going. Don't stop. All right? Even if you come across moments where you're stressed out, you're conflicted, you want to end the thing, you don't see light at the end of the tunnel here, whatever the case is, the universe is telling you, if you let go, have faith and trust that this is going to work out how it's supposed to in your favor, for the greater good of all, you will see evidence of that at some point. All right, this is the Work Your Light Oracle. See what final message the universe has for the Pisces. If you like the video, if you got anything out of it, great. I'm glad. Please click the like button on the video. That would help out the channel a lot, and I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Reach out. My email address is on the description of the video. If you're interested in a reading, they are very similar to this reading, just obviously more personal and targeted to you. Okay. What is coming through for the Pisces, please? Unbound. Wow. I don't remember seeing this card ever. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Unbound. It's a beautiful card. Let's see what it's about. Okay. See if I can hold steady. All right. It is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? It's supposed to be like expiration date. When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. Beautiful. All right, Pisces, I hope this works out. Thank you so much for your time and energy as always. I really do enjoy reading for you guys. Check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your partner sign. Thank you again, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.